Hey there, it's Chef Jeff here from White Apron Catering in Lake Worth, and today we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to do some crackled eggs. Something fun to do with your kids, something fun to do at home, or they're just neat. Anyway, we're going to start with some eggs and we're going to boil them off. I'm not going to go into a lot of detail with that, but we're just going to boil some of these eggs off. I use the two-pot method. Take some eggs, put them in some cold water. This is like my no-fail method. Start them in some cold water. As soon as they come up to a boil, remove them from the heat. Cover them up and let them sit for 18 minutes. Perfect every time. So we're going to go ahead and get those started, and then we'll get our dyes going. While our eggs are going, we've got some boiling water here, and we're going to get the dyes going. For the dyes, we're not going to use your traditional dyes. We're going to try something a little different, a little more, I don't know, wholesome. Start with about 1.5 cups of water in each vessel. Whatever you're going to be able to submerge the eggs in. I use these metal pans because I have them. Cup works great. And then you can use any different kinds of things that you want. I'm going to use some tea. For one of them, we're going to do a green tea. I find like 2 tea bags for a cup and a half of water works great. So we got some green tea. We're going to do a nice black tea. I do like a Kenilworth Ceylon or anyway, something to give you a little color. Can you add more? Yeah, if you want a deeper color, add more. Can you do anything else? Sure. Dice a beet up and throw it in there. That's good. For this other one, I'm going to use some annatto seeds. Take the annatto seeds and let those steep in there as well. Put about 1 tablespoon of the annatto seeds in there and let that steep up. To enhance the color a little bit, I put in about 1 tablespoon of vinegar too. So we're going to do a little bit of white vinegar, and that'll just help the color. Now, let those steep for about 5 or 10 minutes. The annatto might stand to steep a little bit more, or even if you warmed it back up on the stove, that'd be great. And then we're going to take our eggs. Once the eggs are boiled, shock them in a little ice bath, and then you're going to give them a little crackle. And you're going to crack the shells before you put them in the dye. So for this, just give them a little whack, roll them. Don't be afraid of cracking them too much. You really want it to be cracked all over. The more they're cracked, the better your color is going to be. So crack it, give it a little push. You don't want the shell to come completely off, but if it does, that's okay. So just crack it up real good, drop it in the dye. Do a couple in each one. Anyway, you get the idea of this. And now these, they're going to need a little longer than your traditional eggs too. I find, let them sit for at least a couple hours. Go ahead and refrigerate them, let them sit for a couple hours. If you can let them sit overnight, even better. So once that's all done, then we're going to let these sit for a couple hours, or overnight's even better. Once that's done, they're going to come out something like this. And you'll see them, and they're not so pretty right now, but from here, we're just going to peel them the rest of the way. And as you peel them, the shell's going to come off, and you're going to see the color underneath. We'll rinse to get the extra shells off. Now, so there you have it. These are some of the other ones that we did earlier. We've got our green tea, the annatto, and the black tea. We've got a couple of those. You want to give them a little extra shine before you serve them. Just hit them with just a little dab of oil and just rub that all over. You don't want them to be greasy. but it'll just give them a nice, it'll give them a nice shine. Go ahead and present these in a bowl. These are ready to eat. There you have it. Crackled eggs. White Apron Catering here in Lake Worth. 561-585-2985. Thanks for watching.